baiting you and you'd be like, oh yeah, no, make sure that I look really pretty.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Between the Ears, an Equestrian podcast. I'm your host, Noah Goodwin, and this is Alana, and today we're going to be talking about what really happens at comps.
What is your comp day secret to secretly win over the judges?
Oh, to secretly win over the judges. I don't know if I want to share that secret because I'll keep that to myself. No, it's nothing. I think giving him a little wink, a little smile actually goes a long way. Maybe not quite the wink, that's probably a little much, but I mean, if you're really needing the extra points in the day, then quite possibly an idea. But I think definitely going up to them, having a big smile on your face, really riding it like you own it. So ride your horse like you stole it. If you're riding around outside of the ring and you're like, oh, well, I'm not in the ring yet, everything's falling apart. Well, the judge is going to already get that impression as you enter the ring. This isn't an impressive pair. If you ride up past the judge and you are already trying to show off, you give him a big smile and you trot on down to start your test, it's a really big showstopper for them that they're like, this person means business. I learnt it off a few people that always score well.
Okay, so that's a professional answer, but what's the real answer?
Oh, exciting. I don't have anything exciting.
You actually just said it was your first comp. You told him it was your first comp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I've been baiting you and you'd be like, oh yeah, no, make sure that I look really pretty.
I do. I go around and I potentially, every time it's my horse's first comp or the judge hasn't seen the horse before, I go, oh, this is my horse's first comp, and I'm a bit nervous. Not nervous, just like some brownie points. Come on, please. But more than that, I'll also go around and every time I do a new level, I did 3-star at Aubrey and I was like, oh yeah, it's my first 3-star and I'm really nervous. Do you know your test? And I'm like, oh, I really hope so. I've studied really, really hard for it. I learnt it like the day before, like once. It was fine. I knew it. But anything to get those brownie points, I think does genuinely, probably doesn't help, but we think it does.
So why do you think that at every comp there's always one trainer there who thinks that the training arena is their own personal arena?
I don't know, but I feel like there's some people that just think they own the show.
Yeah.
And they'll go around the warm-up ring and they're just like, they'll do whatever they want. They'll leg yield through the arena and cut off everyone, and they'll half pass and they'll do lengthens and everything all the way in the middle of the arena and do not give a crap where you are. The amount of times I'm sitting there just halting my horse because there's someone flying out in front of you. And I think they have, I wouldn't say a real ego, but they think they're the most important there. And whether they're like, I'm the highest level rider here or not, they think that they're better than everyone, and to be honest, they're more times than not better than everyone. Especially when their horse spends half of the time in the air during their dressage test.
Oh.
But
not naming names.
Not naming names, no. No names named. But no, there is definitely a few, not all, but there's a few specifically professional riders that think they run the show, and they just cut anyone off and really don't care. A few people scream at me while warming up, and they'll come into a warm-up and they'll go, my horse is horse shy, and then proceed to trot through the middle of the arena with all the horses in it. And you're just minding your own business, canning around, and they stop and they scream out to you, I told you my horse is horse shy, go away. I'm like, love, you're in the middle of the flipping arena, go somewhere else. This is a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
So if your horse is horse shy, stay away from everyone. Don't put yourself in the middle and then blame everyone else.
Spatial awareness.
Spatial awareness.
So what about TikTok? Like what's it what's it like?
You trying to talk about you asshole. If everyone wants to know, blocked me. I did nothing wrong. I called her out on something. I got over it. I moved on. She didn't. She blocked me. And everyone keeps sending me all their videos, and I'm like, I can't see that. And they're like, what? Drama. Back to the comp dramas and things. I think one of the wildest things I have seen in the warm-up is someone absolutely just throwing tantrums. And it is so common for people to just throw an absolute fit. And to be honest, it's really sad. The people are often like 20, 23, that sort of age, and they're sitting there throwing tantrums to their parents. So I was watching a friend at a horse comp a couple of months ago, and she went in to do the 1-star, and the fence was set up at meter 20, and 1 star is a meter 5. So we walked in there and we were like, oh, why is the jump up this big? And she goes, and the mum turns around and goes, the jump's allowed to be this big. And I was like, no, it's not. It's allowed to be, well, it's actually not allowed to be anything bigger, but you can get away with 1 cup higher. And she goes, no, I've been doing this for years. It's absolutely allowed to be 120. And she's going around and she's smashing rail out after rail out. And just absolutely, this horse is just shinning itself on every single fence. And
I'm sure so was the rider.
Oh, yeah. And then they finally left and the daughter cracked the shit. And the mum was just trying to be helpful and was like, oh, don't talk to me. I've had enough with this horse. I've had enough with everything. If you keep talking to me, I'm just not going to ride this round. And then goes in there and rides the round. And I was like, the disrespect that people give their parents, people around them, putting on a show. I'm like, gosh. And if you're going to say that you know the rules, actually know the correct rules. Because if they're not correct, you just make a fool out of yourself.
Shall we talk about your tantrums?
What tantrums? I've never thrown a tantrum.
Ballarat.
Oh, well, I was my fault. Okay, I did throw a little tantrum, but it wasn't in front of people. It was by myself.
No.
Well, with family.
Yeah.
I did. I walked in, I went into the show jumping around, and I had 1 rail. I reckon that was the most I'd had, maybe 2 rails and 2 stars, so a meter 15. And it was my last comp that I needed the qualifier to go to Melbourne 3-day. And I walked the course and I said, oh my gosh, these are huge. I said, watch me get 5 rails here. Well, I got exactly 5 rails. I left and I thought I got 4. So I was like, damn, that sucked, but we're fine. And then Dad walks up to me and goes, that was 5 rails, buddy. And I just walked off really quickly, got back to the truck, everyone was there, gave him the horse, went in there and just burst into tears and was like, I can't do this is not fair. Didn't get to run cross country, so that was a bit of fun. On the bright side, well, there was only 1 more comp to get to Melbourne, so I probably would cry again, but that's fine.
Road trip. We road tripped.
We did then go to Narracourt,
Yep.
where he then jumped a clear show jumping round.
Exactly.
And got his last qualifier for Melbourne, so
maybe
there's
that
always
was
an opportunity afterwards.
Maybe,
Don't throw the tantrum.
Well, maybe the tantrum was the motivation you needed.
Yeah, but do it behind closed doors. Nobody wants to see that shit.
For the day, what do you get out of it?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. You just feel really good about yourself, to be honest. I do get it. I really understand it. But it's embarrassing. Do not do it. Well, thank you for watching episode 2 of Between the Ears, an Equestrian podcast, and we will catch you next time.